Hey guys, it's Christy here, and welcome back to another episode of Sims Medieval. I am adding a new sim again today, and normally I would have started with having already made the sim, but when I added their house I got this pop-up, so I thought I would read it first. There was no point in creating buildings to house and train military if they were to be completely vulnerable to attack. Thus, thick stone city walls were erected along these structures to defend the mishmash of rabble-rousers, barbarians, bandits, thieves, and deadly chinchillas. Alright, so here we have Leon, and since he's a robotics engineer in the comics, of course he's a blacksmith in medieval times. Unfortunately, they didn't have glasses back then, apparently. So, this is the best I could do for him. But his traits are eloquent. Eloquent Sims have the gift of gab. Just a few words from an eloquent Sim are enough to convince, inspire, or comfort anyone. Scholarly. Scholarly Sims have a strong desire to learn everything they can about the world around them. They are fascinated by even the most mundane objects and always enjoy a good book. Now, I will say, I don't know if this trait describes him that well, but he's supposed to be like a genius, and this is the only, like, version of, like, nerd or anything like that they have in here, so that's what we're going with. And hubris. Sims with hubris get so full of themselves when they successfully do things that they become blinded by their own hubris. So that's Leon. Oh, wow. I know I read that whole thing about the walls being built, but I didn't, like, process how much it actually changed. Because I don't even know if these houses were here before. Or if it's just the walls that got built. I can't remember now. So, the only quest we have right now that's specific to a blacksmith is this one. But I think that's fine. So, a chinchilla was a chinchilla. At least that's what common wisdom used to be. Before reports started flooding in that chinchillas seemed to be impervious to harm. Hunters were in a bit of a panic as their weapons seemed to bounce right off these creatures' hides. What was going on in the forest? What had happened to these chinchillas? Someone would have to find out, no matter the danger. So conventional swords don't seem to be doing anything against these chinchillas? There's a simple solution for that. New, better swords. What a long title he has. Journeyman Smith Leon looked up from his forge at a stranger who had wandered in. Clearly a hunter. The woman sighed and turned her somewhat resigned eyes towards Leon. She spoke of hunting, of chinchillas, of the mysterious inability to pierce their hide. Leon was perplexed. The chinchillas in the local forest had been hunted for quite some time and rarely offered much resistance. As Leon stood there thinking, the hunter turned and walked out of the door. "I'll be back in a bit," she said. "I hope there's still something you can do to help me." Alright, well, we're a little low on funds now because I may have gotten slightly carried away. Canonically, Leon's a very messy person, so I thought it would be fun to just throw around a bunch of random junk, but I did, kinda spend all of his money on useless things. But it is what it is, you know? It's in character. So anyway, what we're doing, we have a person to talk to. Discuss chinchillas. Also, interestingly enough, I don't know if... So far, I think this is the only building to have this, but this outdoor area you can actually place stuff in. Most of them, you can only build on the inside, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, this looks really cool with the walls now, and the extra buildings. It's really starting to feel like a town.
Drabim Yagrin. Bo Disabra.
It was the strangest thing. I've hunted these chinchillas for years, but this time it was as if my sword simply bounced off of them. You can see for yourself if you want to. Take my sword and go find a chinchilla in the forest, but be careful. Did we actually, like, get a sword? We did. Okay. Oh, I can't equip it, though. I can just hold it. It's interesting that it took me to the village path when I have to go to the forest, which is way over here. Oh, there's walls on this side, too. Here's what I get for, spending all our money. Walking along, Leon looked up to see a gnarled dwarf of a man approaching from the other direction. When he got close, he opened his ratty jacket to reveal some ancient books. Books for sale, he croaked. The rarest and most valuable in the land. You would be a fool to pass up a deal like this. And we can't buy it. But if we did buy it, it would have been $250. That's okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. What? The dwarf shouted as he turned beet red. Before he knew it, the dwarf was holding Leon's leg and bawling. You got me. I was trying to rip you off. A strange wizard gave me this book and paid me to deliver it to someone matching your description. I was just trying to make a quick simul. Please don't hold it against me, sir. Then he handed the book to Leon and suggested the smith might find it useful before wandering off. Oh, so we got the book anyway, and we didn't have to pay for it! I don't know which one I'm supposed to read first. I guess I'm supposed to read this first. Journeyman Smith Leon wandered into the clearing with Hunter Amelia's words ringing in his ears. Almost immediately, he was set upon by chinchillas. Leon swung his swords quickly and bravely, but as Hunter Amelia had foretold, it was useless. It glanced off the hides of the creature, and Leon was forced to beat a quick retreat. Did you see? I see they set upon you like the beasts they are. Was the sword not useless? We hunters need your help. Your best bet may be to rig some device to capture one of these creatures and take a closer look at its newly grown hide. In the meantime, I will take back my sword. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think we're high enough. Yeah, we've not even done a blacksmithing at once in our life. Oh, we got bit. And I doubt we can afford Hell's because I bought too much random junk. Well, let's just go home and eat something then. We're Minecrafting!
Il Pansagon!
Discover all mineable minerals? But this is like the... Oh, you know what? I forgot that I collect rocks with Solaris too. I don't think I'm gonna get that one done in time. Whoa!
Nuvin, Kanim, Effect.
Okay, this is actually quite complicated. They don't just sit there and do it. You have to actually make it. Wait, why can't he get to anything? Is it the stuff that I put in the... Does he have to come over here? We'll just delete that one. Move this over here. Oopsie. Oopsie, I may have gotten a little carried away. Please tell me that didn't, like, waste the resources. Tell me he walked over here. Oh wait, continue making item. Okay. What? Oh, is it this? Okay, we'll just move that over there. I've gotten myself in trouble here. Maybe he has to reach the tools. I don't know. Well, I'm definitely not gonna successfully make this in time. I've made mistakes. Okay, he does have to access there. Well, now I know. I don't know why these two are just fighting over here. Yeah, there's no way I make this in time, but at least I'll have it made so I can just give it to the next one. Because this will probably pop up again at some point. This is kind of cool, though. It was a little intimidating, but I do like that I actually have to, like, do something. We were not doing very well in the whole focus thing. He's most likely gonna botch it, but we still get from botching it, so... Oh my goodness! Okay, I'll have to, like... Oh, he failed to collect anything. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, so I went to the shops to get food, because he's severely unfocused. And I got this pop-up. Flustered with the crowded streets, Leon took a shortcut through the tough section of town. The narrow, crooked streets got darker and more treacherous. Suddenly, Leon was cornered by a game of hooded hoods. Your gold or your blood, they hissed in unison. You can either lecture them. It was sad, really. The ruffians just needed a little bit of wise counsel. They were merely a product of poor environment and a failed education system. Surely Leon could bring them around. Or run for it. It was clear that the club of erd-addled gutter scum had no ear for reason. They would kill simply for the sport of it. They were beyond redemption. The only option was to run. I'm gonna lecture them. Oh no, we need the healing salve, not the tonic. Dang it. As Leon lectured the thugs, they slowly sheathed their crooked blades and looked sheepishly towards one another. They began to nod their head and cry. Their leader stepped forward and thanked Leon for teaching them the value of self-respect. Each wretch hugged Leon in turn and left a small token of appreciation. If only they'd given us a health salve instead of a tonic. So the difference, I believe, by the way, is tonic is for sickness, health salve is like, you know, injuries. So the hubris flaw is actually quite a hard one, because it seems like pretty much anytime he succeeds at anything, we immediately get like a -20 focus. Because he was successful, so therefore it fed into his hubris. So that kind of makes it really hard to work with, actually. I feel like this, I've been trying to get his focus back up by like doing all the tasks and stuff. And maybe when this shirked responsibilities goes away, it won't be so bad, because that one's really killing us. But, I may struggle to get, like, high quality performance with him. Because it's gonna be constantly battling that -25 focus. Can you just, like, relax? Yeah, let's just relax. For a little bit. For like an hour, till this goes away. Okay, now we're not doing so bad. Oh my goodness, the blinded by hubris is up to 40 now. I think every time I have him collect a rock and he does it successfully, it just boosts his ego again. Oh no. I mean, I guess it is both. It's also, like, balanced out by this job well done, which is plus 35 focus, but still. Actually, no, that's just from, so this is from completing the tasks, this is from successfully, or from harvesting the rocks. I feel like in this profile, he really does look like an old man, and I know it's the white hair, but I don't know how I would combat that. Alright, we made the trap. The trap has been constructed. Now it's time to head to the forest and see this little contraption in action. Except in the morning, because it's 11 p.m. at night. Leon was wandering through the forest when he heard some chanting and drumming in the distance. Making his way stealthily through the bush, he spied a throng of navy blue elves dancing around a glowing white tree. Spy on them. It was incredible luck. The navy blue elves were the most elusive and skittish of all elves. Witnessing one of their religious ceremonies was unheard of. If Leon hid in the bushes, he might see what was happening next. Perhaps they would even leave some artifact behind. Or chop it down. It was the crystal blanc tree. If the old stories were correct, they only grew in dry, alkaline soils filled with mithril and magic crystals. If Leon were to chop it down, he could claim the treasure. I'm just gonna spy on them. Oh no. Leon crept forward and tried to keep quiet, but tripped on a creeper vine and flew headlong into the dancing elves' midst. To shrill shrieks of horror and surprise, the skittish elves stamped for their lives, trampling poor Leon under their big blue feet. Aching, Leon got up and searched the area, but could find nothing but a few miserable shards of quartz. Trampled by elves, buff. It was a bit of a struggle, but I managed to capture one of the buggers. This is about the chinchillas now, by the way, not the elves. Now to forge a few hammers and give this little guy a few whacks to see if I can find a metal that can penetrate his gnarly hide. You can't call him a little guy and then say that. That's just mean. Come on. Do I have either of those? I should have cut down the tree. They want me to have mithril now. I do have azurite. Oh no, wait, that's I don't have... Okay, I just have to look for more rugs. Okay, we do have mithril now. So we can do that one at least. Oh! He caught on fire there. The adamite hammer has been crafted. To test it properly, I should take both my hammer and the chinchilla to my forge. The regular crafting process will be a good way to see how the two things interact. Will it now? What an interesting concept. Okay. Sure. Hey, we reached blacksmith level 2. Oh, goodness. I wasn't paying attention. I made a mistake. Oh well. I get distracted by the pop-up. I too have become unfocused by my hubris. Alright, he's got it. This adamantal hammer can pack a punch, but the metal weighs down the hammer a bit, making it hard to swing. The test did result in a bit of a bruise on the little fellow, though. It's interesting that we're doing hammers and not, like, swords, but okay. Yeah. And then we just do the same thing. Oh wow, he's, like, really tired. You know what, screw it, let's just go ahead and do it. While not an abject failure, the mithril hammer didn't really manage to do much to the chinchilla. It did make the hammer much lighter and easier to swing, though. Interesting. Although these two hammers themselves were not terribly useful, I may be able to combine adamantal and mithril to form an ally that is both strong and light. Then perhaps using that material to make a hammer would finally yield the results I'm looking for. You know, for staying up till 2, we didn't sleep in that late. As Leon slept, feelings of comfort and happiness began to solidify into a beautiful dream. In the distance, soft music was carried on a fragrant spring breeze, and smiling faces cheered as he approached. Leon could see a shining gold road leading towards a breathtaking paradise. In the opposite direction, the road faded into a thick mist, though Leon could almost make out a dark, still bedchamber barely visible through the fog. In braced joy, it appeared that the dream had something to say. Leon would allow himself to be swept along by the cheering throngs towards the vision of paradise. What would come? What would come? The dream seemed to be offering paradise to Leon, but was this not the product of his own mind? He could seize control of the dream and take paradise. Control the dream. Leon addressed the cheering crowd who listened with rapt attention. Every request he made was catered to as they made their way towards the shining gates to paradise. However, as they drew near, the crowd shrunk, and the world around Leon seemed a little less vibrant. Hew, 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 hew. Steps away from Utopia, Leon fell to the hard ground, and the crowd completely disappeared, and the world resolved into a great void. At least he actually does make, like, a decent amount of money at this job. That kind of makes up for me spending a whole bunch at the beginning. Found Avalon down here at the night training grounds, so I thought I would go ahead and get to know her. Wait! One of the things I clicked on was gossip. And it says Solaris is one of the worst cooks in Sudayo. I once had his vegetable stew and it was disgusting. I didn't realize they would gossip about your own, Sims. That's really funny. But see, now, the job well done, timed out before this did, although it's about to time out. We're, like, constantly on the verge of being in the negative. I have a good feeling about this. The amethyl hammer feels both light and powerful. Time to take it to our forge with our little chinchilla friend and see what's up. Again, little chinchilla friend, but we're going to try to murder them. I don't know how I feel about the wording being used. Huge success! The hammer delivered a blow that stunned the little chinchilla and made him cower in the corner of his box. He didn't seem permanently hurt. I didn't hit him that hard after all, but this alloy is definitely a winner. Time to forge an amethyl sword. Well, I do think it's fun that this is like a whole mini-game. I do think it's gonna make editing take longer because I have to sit here in like not full fast forward speed. Because I have to like time it right. So I feel like there's gonna be longer sections I'm gonna have to cut out. I'm able to do it in 2 times speed. So that's good at least. Hey, blacksmith level 3! The sword I crafted should be delivered to the hunter as soon as possible. But first, since I'll be heading out to the forest, I should decide what to do with my little test subject. A decision! What should I do with this captured chinchilla? Release it or kill it? Bro, he's called it little friend and little guy. I have to release it. Are you kidding me? He's practically a pet. Oh, now I have to actually. Okay, I was like, he's just standing there. Leon was wandering through the forest when he- Oh wait, this is the elves again. Well, we're gonna chop it down this time, because it didn't go well for us when we spied on it before. Plus, now I know he actually can use mithril. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Calm down. Leon burst through the shrubbery, screaming and waving his arms to scare off the skittish elves, who bolted to the safety of the dark forest. With the overgrown blue creatures out of the way, he quickly chopped down the tree, each blow dimming its glowing branches until it collapsed in a shower of gray splinters. Totally shattered. The sparkling crystals could be seen beneath the tree's upended roots. Yes, roared Leon, these will sell for a fortune! I was almost sad to see my little helper scamper away into the bushes, but I think I made the right choice. As if the Watcher agreed, inspiration came to me while I was in the forest, and I have a new sword that I want to try crafting the next time I get back to my forge. Oh, this item literally says it can only be found at the roots of the Crystal Blanc tree. I wonder how much it actually sells for. But she's right here, so I'm going to give her the sword, which might end the quest. But that's okay, it's just pocket money for him later. Yeah, I thought it would. It had been a few hours later when Hunter Amelia walked into the smithy with a grin plastered on her face. This sword you've crafted, it cuts through chinchillas like they're made of soggy cakes. This is amazing. That's weird, but okay. Leon nodded at the hunter. I'm glad to be of service. Let me know if you need anything else in the future. Alright, we only got... I think we could have, at max, got 3. But we only got 2 because we only completed it silver. But that's okay. It is what it is. Hey, so before the video ends, I have a real quick announcement to make. I now have a community Discord server! Wyvern's Art Squad is a server for all types of artists, creatives, and art lovers alike. It is meant to be a safe place where we can share our work and support each other. We have defined art as not just exclusively painting and drawing, but any creative medium. So here you can share not just your artworks, but also your musics, photography, writing, videos, etc. There's also a forums channel where you can ask people to help you brainstorm new ideas. Everything I post on social media, I also post here, so you never miss a thing. And there's even a channel just specifically for everything related to my comic Vibrant, so it's easier to find. Please come check us out, we'd love to have you. Anyway guys, that's gonna be it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!